What I never got was, how is Orat such an annoyance to these guys when they live all the way down there and he lives on the surface? Well, whatever floats your boat. Now, as for Orat, there are two different ways of dealing with him. One involves the spider droid, which currently has disappeared off to somewhere else. But he'll probably be appearing shortly again. The other I will show you in a minute. Here he comes again. Why he has to dramatically come falling out of the sky again is beyond me. Now, I better not get too close to him, for obvious reasons. As long as I stay on the path here, he can't get to me for some reason. It's probably too narrow for him or something. Anyway, let's save the game. See if I can't slip past him without getting blown to bits. As long as I keep moving, he can't get at me. And now I managed to put some distance between him and me. Anyway, as I was saying, gotta lure him in here. And while I out here, Orat comes out. And comes in touch with the spider droid, and poof! Two birds with one stone. The cave interior now features a lovely new jagged metal / liberated entrails motif. The stench? Phew! Not even an all-text adventure would attempt that description. Now, the other way to dispose of Orat would have been to throw the bottle of dehydrated water at him. He would then swallow it and rupture it, thereby causing all the hydrogen in there to be converted into water, and he'd explode. Anyway, I need a little evidence to show the guys downstairs that I actually got rid of Orat, which they didn't tell me. And again, is one of those things you can only figure out through trial and error. And also notice how they don't give me any assistance in getting back to them, which I guess is part of the test, but it's just tedious. Again, the massive holographic image appears before you. So, you have returned. Fortunately, there is much more to you than meets the eye. More than meets the eye! Drop before me your proof of Orat's defeat for my inspection. Naturally, we oblige. You drop the Orat part to the ground. The vision is silent. You are startled by a rumbling, and suddenly an oddly shaped door comes into view. It opens slowly. You hear a voice, different this time, beckoning you to step forward. It's a neat underground chamber. Especially with the machine on the left there. Please, don't be alarmed. We intend no harm. We are a peaceful race. We are cautious, however. Others don't share our way of life. Welcome to Corona. You are standing in the power generation facility of our underground settlement. All power here is produced by steam. That is unimportant to you, however. We have promised you transportation. It is a skimmer. It hovers approximately a half meter above the traveling surface. This is very important because of Grell. Grell and his like dwell in caves below the sand. If you stand on the surface too long, you chance becoming a rare moist meal for him. The skimmer is programmed to take you to a settlement on the other side of Corona called Yulin's Flats. Get it? You can make further travel arrangements there. I'm sorry this is all we can offer. I hope your trip is a safe one. Board the skimmer when you are ready to depart. Good luck, strange one. It's a shame we never got to see more of this underground complex, because I always found these guys terribly interesting, with what with the bug eyes and the forearms. But anyway, you may notice this screen and the slot here. This is the only place in the entire game where we can inspect the contents of the data cartridge we got at the start of the game. So not only can you miss the data cartridge, if you actually do get the cartridge and miss reading it here, you miss any and all opportunity to ever read it, which gets you stuck much later on because the contents are obviously of some importance. Whosoever shall read this, my name is Dr. Slash Vohal. I am a scientist with the Star Generator project aboard the Star Lab Arcata. We have just successfully completed development and testing of the Star Generator. During this time, I have come to believe that our progress has been monitored by others. I fear that the Sterians may have learned of our mission. You may notice Dr. Slash Vohal wrote this cartridge, but in the next game we meet Dr. Sludge Vohal. But I've read that the two guys actually explained once that Sludge and Slash are meant to be brothers. But we'll get to that when the time comes, and if I ever decide to do Space Quest 2 as well. Anyway, moving on. If my fears prove true, the Star Generator and the people of our universe are in serious jeopardy. The Star Generator is a miraculous device. Used as intended, it will help preserve life for eons to come. Used as a device for evil, it would cause the destruction of millions of lives and enslave all who oppose the Sterians. Yeah, what I don't get, though, is why was the Arcata so far away from Xenon? Weren't there any suitable planets or whatever to test the thing on that close to home? Encoded within this cartridge are all plans and specifications for the construction of the Star Generator. Should any disaster befall the Star Generator project, scientists would be able to create a duplicate of the Star Generator with this information. Please guard this with your life. Return it to the Xenon ruling body as quickly as is possible. Important note. The Star Generator is capable of self-destruction. This was introduced to the system as a precaution. To activate it, one must enter the code 6858. A 5-minute timer will begin to count down. Beware. Anyone within 5 kilometers of the Star Generator will be in danger once the timer has been initiated. Please be careful, and good luck. Now we get the cartridge. You wisely retrieve the cartridge from its slot. If we just left it here, we would get a slightly different ending, but, well, and miss out on a few points, but in the long run it doesn't make much of a difference, actually. So, climb into the skimmer, turn the key. You turn the key, and suddenly the jet turbines begin to whir. The skimmer begins to shake beneath you as its platform slowly moves into the launch tube. You can't help but wonder what you've gotten yourself into this time. As you nervously hang on, the skimmer rises slowly to the surface of the planet via a secret passage. Upon reaching the surface, you throttle up and zoom off into the sunset. The settlement the alien spoke of appears on the horizon. Now, I'm gonna turn this speed down to slow right now and save the game, because this, as you may have noticed, is an annoying little action sequence where you pilot the skimmer past these rocks on your way to Yulin's Flats, because otherwise, well, you hit too many rocks, you crash, and that's the end of the game. That was pretty intense. You've managed to successfully navigate through the treacherous boulder field and are quite relieved to see that you've reached the settlement. Welcome to Yulin's Flats. Now we switch back to normal speed. After a truly stone-crushing journey, you have miraculously arrived safely in Yulin's Flats. And just in time too, because the skimmer's power cell has been drained. It will take some time to recharge itself. This place isn't quite what you had expected. It is semi-bleak at best. Oh, before we get out of the skimmer, get key. Just in case some yahoo thinks it's a nice idea to take off with our skimmer without my permission. And again, notice I refer to myself in plural. Anyway. Say, this is a genuine fountain sand skimmer. I've been looking for one just like it. I wonder if you would accept 30 buckazoid. Now, ordinarily, first time playing through, you would say yes, but I'm gonna turn them down for now. You'll see why in a minute. Anyway, walk off, come back, and he'll come back to make me a better offer. Okay, this is my final offer, and I'm only doing it because you look like you need it pretty bad. I'll give you 30 buckazoids, and I'll throw in the swell jetpack. I only used it once. Works great in zero gravity. You'll love it. Is it a deal? Yes or no? Sure. Glad we could do business. I'll just take that key. Thank you kindly. Hope your stay in Yulin's Flats is an interesting one. And he flies off in my skimmer. And I just got myself 30 buckazoids, the universal currency of the Space Quest series, and a jetpack, which will definitely come in handy later. Now, like I said, first time playing through, you'd be tempted just to accept his first offer and get stuck later without the jetpack. Sierra! I love this bar. Mostly because of the bands playing in the background. As you may notice, that right there are the Blues Brothers making a cameo. That's pretty much one of the only pop culture references you'll find in this game. Because, strangely enough, Space Quest 1 was pretty light on humor and pop culture references compared to later games, but nonetheless it has its charm. Anyway, in here, we have to earn some money by using the slot machine, and as you'll notice, the poor sap who was playing just now has just been turned into a pile of dust, swept up by the droid in the corner, and tossed out. And as you'll notice, that's because he got 3 skulls. Getting 3 skulls mean you die. And if that wasn't bad enough, well, it's bad enough already that this is a luck-based mission. These early Sierra games always seem to somehow have a gambling minigame in it somewhere that you have to pass in order to beat the game. I mean, Larry 1 had the casino with blackjack and slot machines, and Police Quest 1 had the poker game at the end. It's just annoying. So anyway, as I was saying, well, I have to earn money using the slot machine, but fortunately there is a simple trick in beating this. Because if you type in holy shit, you get to pick what the next roll will be. For now, let's just see what happens if I get 3 skulls. You lose, homeboy. Notice the band changes every time you exit and re-enter the bar. And I absolutely love these guys, not only because they look cool, neat little animation, but it's such a damn catchy tune they play too. Luck's turn has cost you dearly. As life seeps away, you long for the simpler days aboard the Arcada. But anyways, yeah, I'm dead. But using the holy shit trick, you can quite easily get 250 buckazoids in no time. 250 being the maximum amount of money you can get before the machine breaks down.
Oh, if I were a rich man, die-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum if I were a wealthy man.
If he was a wealthy man.
wouldn't have to work hard. Da-di-di-di-di-di-di-do-do.
Sorry, there seems to be a circuit failure. To be reimbursed, send claim to Jipazoid Novelties, 2001 Odessa Blastway Gurnville, Fedor, Exel Galaxy. Please allow 2 decades for delivery. Now, the Jipazoid Novelty Corporation, we'll be seeing more of them later on in this series. But as of right now, they're not really of much consequence. Anyway, now we get to spend our hard-earned cash on beer. The beer tastes like carbonated Zippel sweat. However, considering recent events, you could learn to love it. And we're supposed to drink 3 beers, not dehydrated water. And then this happens. As you sip another of the odd brews, you overhear someone at the bar speaking. There I was, cruising through Sector HH when I spot this blip on the scanner. So I head toward it, you see, and right there in front of me sits the Deltor. It's just sitting there. My heart starts hyperwarping on me. I figure my milliseconds are numbered. All I can think of doing is getting my craft out of there, so I'm reaching for the throttle, and all of a sudden there's this incredible flash of light, you see, and just like that, this little planetoid explodes into a ball of fire. I tell ya, I've never seen anything like it. I'm all the throttle and got out of there quick, you bet. So yeah, the important thing we got out of there is that the Deltor, the Serian mothership, is at Sector HH. Oh yeah, and let's play another round of the slot machine to get back the money we just lost. Not that it's absolutely necessary, but yeah, damn it. There we go. And here, making another uncredited cameo, is ZZ Top, playing a song which might be familiar to some of you. ZZ Top actually sued the 2 guys for their appearance here, and so in the remake they were removed altogether. Similarly here, the Droids Be Us was actually originally named Droids Are Us in the original version, but Toys R Us sued, and now it's been changed to Droids Be Us. But the 2 guys wouldn't take that sitting down, and so in the remake they actually added a mascot which looked suspiciously like Jeffrey the Giraffe, the Toys R Us mascot. And this sort of thing kept happening to them over the course of the series as well. Welcome to Droids Be Us, the finest emporium for mechanized beings in the Quadrant. We have a complete line of droids for any purpose imaginable. Well, almost any. All top of the line, but I suppose you would probably be interested in our sale items. Please walk this way. Now, what many people also don't know about is the original Space Quest came with coupons in the box, which you could actually use in the game to get a discount in the bar and right here. That model is ideal for flight systems operations. It will pilot any modern fighter or cruiser, and it is one of the most experienced droids we carry. I ask only 45 buckazoids for it, 36 with coupon. I got it from some gambling type who was required to pay up or perish. So yeah, we can actually give coupon, even though we're not carrying it in our inventory. I see you bear one of those coupons. Oh well, you shall receive 20% off any of my quoted prices. And so we buy the little guy. He'll be following me around from now on. But anyways, the coupons don't really affect the game that much. I mean, you don't spend as much, but you don't get any extra points for it as far as I know, and there's no other real benefits from it either. And so I guess it was just a little bonus they threw in for people who actually bought the game instead of pirating it. Anyway, now that we've got Sector, and a droid to pilot a ship, we need a ship. And what better place to go to than Tiny's used spacecraft? Howdy, bucko. Can I interest you in one of the finest little used spaceships in the galaxy? You look like a man of discerning taste. Well, the two ships right here, the one on the left will kill me, and the one on the right just bores a hole in the ground and stops working, so I really don't want to purchase those. What I do want to go for, however, is this one right here. Well, there's a man with a good eye. This here's the keenest little scrambler in the hemisphere. Top of the line, handles like a charm, perfect for cruising the asteroid fields. And she's got all the thrust the guy could need. I tell you, she's an outright steal at 214 buckazoids. So, obviously I buy the ship. I tell you, I think you've made a wise decision. She's a beauty. The keys are in her. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to come back and tell us about them. It's been a heck of a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, by the way, you're going to need a droid to help you fly that thing. Well, good luck. Come again. Well, we got everything we want out of this place, so let's skedaddle. Push button. What sector shall I head for, sir? Asked the droid. Naturally, Sector HH. Sector HH it is. I will proceed with course entry. Hey, wait a minute! Where do you think you're going with my ship? Off you go into the purple yonder. Yeah, you can actually encounter that guy at random outside of the bar. He says he's got something interesting to show you, but if you follow him, he actually mugs you, but leaves you a few buckazoids, so you can still get back your fortune through the slot machine. But if you try anything funny, he'll shoot you. So it's definitely not in your best interest to go along with him. Even though it is uncharacteristically fair of Sierra to leave you some buckazoids to win back your fortune with. Well done, Amayirot Akago. You've managed to overcome the elements of Corona, from endless deserts and spider droids to obnoxious salesmen and bad booze. Yes, the sand in your boots shall forever serve as a reminder of this forsaken planet, at least until you clean them out. You should feel proud, but now destiny awaits with an even greater challenge. Hang on, sir. We are headed into an asteroid field. And yeah, there is a typo right there, asteroid field, but I guess they didn't have spell checkers back then, so it's forgiven. Interesting little cutscene here. Funny little beeping noise. This may look pretty stiff from nowadays, but back then that was cutting edge. In fact, I think it still looks kinda neat. We have established visual contact with a ship of Sarian origin, says the droid. The name Deltor is confirmed. You might consider the fact that we are in danger by being anywhere near this ship. I hope you didn't waste money on the external warranty when you purchased me. I will slow our approach and stand off at a safe distance. And there she is. So, we can't get any closer than this, so I guess we're just gonna have to spacewalk for it. Hey, hold on a minute. The Deltor's that way. Darn, Amayirot Akago. Upon exiting the ship, you find that you have no means of maneuvering and are subject to the whims of inertia and gravity. You quickly learn the true meaning of helplessness as death has its way with you. So yeah, that is what we need the jetpack for. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record here, but if... Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. If you don't have the jetpack, you're stuck. Before leaving the safety of your ship, you instruct the little droid to set a course for Xenon, where you will rendezvous later, providing, of course, that you are successful in carrying out your mission. Once again, you are on your own. Why he doesn't just leave the ship there is beyond me. I mean, there's no guarantee he'll find any way of getting back to Xenon on board the Deltor. Well, anyway, let's get in there. You grasp the large handle and twist, noting the rather significant amount of pain being registered. You are extremely grateful to hear a click. As you enter the Sarian ship, the airlock door seals itself behind you. You try to open it again without any success. It appears that you are stuck here. Well, not for long, though. Just slip past this little guy here, and we're home free. Now, in the remake, however, if you lose your one chance of slipping past him, you're stuck and you'll die instantly. So yeah. Anyway, outside the door there is a Sarian who will zap us at the first sight of us. So instead, we have to ride in this thing here. You climb into the trunk. The lid pounds shut above you. And again, the game doesn't register box at all. You hear voices, muffled, then louder. You suddenly feel the trunk lift off the deck and the sensation of movement. After a few minutes, the trunk thuds to the floor, causing you to see stars in the darkness. The voices sound farther away, then gone. As you exit the trunk, you notice you have lost your jetpack. Wow, that sucks. I want it back. It's just a dirty old trunk. There's a jetpack in it. Well, get it. Don't worry about it. You won't be needing it anymore. Trust me. Well, if you say so, game. Outside that door, again, is a Sarian. So the only logical way out of here is to open the washing machine and climb inside. And the strangest thing is, this doesn't kill us. Well, Amayirot Akago, it certainly appears as though you're about to become all washed up. I'm serious, this doesn't kill me at all. In fact, as you'll soon find, it's actually beneficial. Because somehow you manage to survive the rinse cycle. As you emerge from the cleaning unit, you notice that you are dressed in a Sarian battle uniform. What a stroke of genius. Now you can wander throughout the ship without calling attention to yourself. And as we find inside the suit's pocket, in the pocket of this uniform is an alien identification card. The name on the card is Buxton Freem. You wonder if this is a common Sarian name. So, we're absolutely scot-free to wander the ship as much as we want. But let's just get to the task at hand, shall we? And there she is, the star generator. Sadly though, he looks armed and dangerous. I wouldn't mess around with him. This guard isn't in any position to let me pass. Leave me alone. I am guarding the star generator. So we're gonna have to come up with a little improvisation. Yeah, just ignore that Sarian right there. There's not a lot going on around here. Could have livened up the place with some flashing lights or something, which they did in the remake. I know I keep referencing the remake, and in certain ways it's better, but at the same time this original still has a charm of its own. I guess it's because I played this one first. Welcome to the weapons dispensary. I will assist you. Please supply me with your identification card. Naturally, we show it to him. You are not close enough to perform that act. What? I'm standing right in front of him. Excuse me, I shall retrieve your weapon. Apparently I was 1 pixel too low or something. Anyway, while he's gone, I have to quickly sneak down here and get a grenade. Your rank allows you to bear 1 pulse ray unit. Remember, no firing in the ship. Have a nice day. He wouldn't have let me take in the grenade if he were still here. And trying it twice in a row while he's here would have him kill me. Anyway, I'm now armed and dangerous, but it's of no use getting rid of him. Instead, I'm just gonna drop this grenade on him. The grenade drops to the floor, releasing its poisonous gas on the unsuspecting alien. Good shot, Amayirot Akago. Now, why exactly we need a gun while we're in disguise, that'll become clear soon enough. Again, that annoying bleeping robot. Oh, crap. My, aren't you the clumsy one? Because of your inability to walk without falling on your face, your helmet is now riding the elevator without you. You've blown your cover. The Sarians are sure to shoot first and ask questions later. Yeah, how contrived. And there's no way of getting my helmet back either. For some reason. It isn't here. If you wanted it, you should have held on to it. So yeah, now I have to be careful not to get shot by any Sarians. So I better save the game right now, because I really don't want to die and go all the way back to the beginning. Well, I immediately fire when entering a new screen out of habit, because the game gives you very little time in reacting to a Sarian appearing before he shoots at you. Anyway, now that we've dealt with the guard, see if he has anything interesting on him. Remote control. Push off button. Suddenly the force field protecting the star generator disappears. At the base of the star generator is a control panel of some sort. Naturally, we check it out. And this is where that code comes into play. 6858. Enter. The star generator has come alive. The heat that this thing is starting to generate tells you that it's time to blow this taco stand. Then let's waste no time. Again, let's quickly save the game, just in case there's those sneaky Sarians always tend to shoot me when I least expect it. Yeah, that's what I meant. Let's try that again. Ugh. Like I said, it gives you very little time. Oh, come on! I pressed F6 as soon as I entered the screen. There we go. You'd think an FPS adept like me would have had better reflexes. Anyway, this elevator was locked before, but now that the star generator is about to blow, it's opened for some reason. And this leads us, of course, to an escape pod. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. Try to say that 3 times fast. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. You swiftly slip into the sleek ship. Kinda slipped up there. Anyway, let's move on. And so we get to enjoy the fireworks as the Deltar goes up in smoke. Although the PC speaker explosion sound effects kinda reduce the impact. The Deltar has been blown to tiny fragments by the force of the star generator's blast. You have saved the lives of millions of your people, not to mention the lives of those in other systems. Don't get a big head. Congratulations, Amayirot Akago. You've rid the universe of the evil Sarians and saved your people from certain doom. The star generator technology is safe inside the data cartridge. Now a new star generator can be built and can carry out its original task. You're an all-around hero. You've made it home safely aboard the stolen Sarian craft, where you've encountered a cheering Xenon crowd. They've gathered together for a ceremony in your honor. The ceremony is already in progress. As a token of appreciation, you are presented with a golden mop. Thank you, Amayirot Akago, for cleaning up our galaxy, says the Xenon leader. Once a janitor, always a janitor. How appropriate. The end. Thank you for playing Space Quest, and thank you, dear audience, for watching my first Let's Play. Watch for Space Quest 2, whenever I decide to do it. And once again, thank you all for watching. This was Amayirot Akago. Goodbye for now.